Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever stared at your game library, completely overwhelmed by choices? Trust me, we've all been there. Today, I want to help you decide what game to play next. It's not as simple as just asking me in the comments, though feel free to do that too. Stick with me, and I'll guide you through a few steps to make that choice easier. Choosing your next game can be tough. There are so many options out there, countless reviews, videos, and new releases. Plus, our time is limited, especially as we get older and have to at least pretend we're working, or if we have kids and other adult responsibilities. All these things make it hard to pick a game that truly satisfies our gaming itch. So, what's the best way to choose? Focus on what you don't want. By eliminating options that don't fit your current mood or schedule, you're left with a much more manageable list. First, consider your state of mind. For example, I used to play a lot of strategy games, including 4X games. They're hard to get into because they require a lot of reading. These days, I just can't focus long enough for that. So when I'm tired, I know not to even consider strategy or 4X games, which instantly narrows down my options. Next, ask yourself if you're up for immersing yourself in a big story or game world. Going back to your mental state helps with this realization. Every time I watch the Lord of the Rings movies, I think about replaying Dragon Age. But I also know that some weeks, I just don't have the time or focus for these games. On the other hand, system-driven games like survival games ask you to do tasks without pushing you in any particular direction, perfect after a long day of work. They make for chill experiences that don't demand too much time or focus. Then, look at what you've recently played and whether you want something similar or a complete change. Sometimes we crave more of the same, but other times, we're ready for something new. For example, after finishing The Witcher 3, I was definitely over huge open-world RPGs for a while. Lastly, ask yourself a few simple questions. Do I want multiplayer or single player? Which genres am I not feeling right now? How important are graphics to me at the moment? Am I in the mood for a challenge or something more laid back? By answering these questions, you can further narrow down your options and find the perfect game for your current mood. So, how do you decide what game to play next? Let me know in the comments below. Your tips might help someone else in the community. To wrap it up, consider your current mood and energy level. Decide if you want an immersive story or casual gameplay. Reflect on what you've recently played and if you want to change. Ask yourself those key questions to narrow down your options. By focusing on what you don't want, you make it so much easier to find what you do want. Next time you're unsure about what to play, remember these steps. And if you're still stuck, don't hesitate to ask for recommendations. Sometimes branching out leads to amazing discoveries. Was this helpful? If so, please consider liking and subscribing. And don't forget to share your own tips in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.